Hello everyone, xHedra here bringing you episode 51 of Forever Stranded, a mud pack by Gaming with Sheridan. So in the last episode, we fixed our Woot Farm issues by actually finding out how the upgrades really work and crafting all of the looting upgrades that we needed and the XP upgrade that we needed to max out our Wither farm. And now if you look into it, look at how many solidified XP and XP shards that we have, as long as with the nether star. So we're getting a lot of good material here, and with the number of nether stars that we're having, we're going to be able to start looking into crafting some generator if we run out of power. In our tier 3 Woot Farm, we also put the Gardian, which lets us get some fish, some prismarine shard, and some experience, and we downgraded our cow to the tier 2. Let me just throw this into, oh, I'm still out of range. Let me throw this into here, and hopefully we're going to get the wireless booster card infinity today, because I really want to be able to use that crafting from anywhere that I want. So the other thing that we did, and you guys must remember it, was very exciting, is the space station. We finally built our space station and we went to it. So we used our tools to build it and send it up there, and then we used our shuttle to go to it. And now whenever we want to go to it or come back from it, we have to use the shuttle. I have an idea for fixing that, and hopefully we'll get into it this episode, but only if we have time. We have to fix the farms, and we have to fix my second biggest derp of this episode, because the truth is, even though I do a lot of research, I'm bound to get things wrong, and I don't want to hide anything from you guys. I'll just show you the mistakes that I'm making. First of all, this always starts turning offline. I don't know why, because I've used this before and it always worked perfectly. But I'm starting to get the feeling that when I go to space and I come back, it screws up with the signal being sent and it makes it turn off. And when it turns off, we're running out of power to the farms. If we look at the quest quickly, I still don't know why I was able to see these quests, because technically until this is finished, I shouldn't be able to see these quests. And I told you that in my other playthrough, I had finished dirt, so I knew about the saplings. That's why I wanted to make more of the sapling. But it's 100 of each, and if we go look at it, I'm pretty sure we have more than 100 of each. We have 18 stacks here, 76 stacks of the dark oak, and 33 stacks of the jungle sapling. So we have our 100, no problem, which means that the moment we finish the dirt quest, this quest is going to be finished. But I got really discouraged by the fact that the dirt quest is 1,000,000, and in my other playthrough, I've AFK'd so many nights just waiting for the dirt to collect. And I finally got it, and when I finally got it, I tore down my whole system, which is not 30-40 barrel, it's a crap ton of barrels. And then when I did that, I discovered something that really discouraged me. Look at my drawer here. This is wood pulp, and I have 832 stacks, which means I could put a lot more of those barrel. Except that wood pulp is not sawdust. Let me grab some wood pulp and some sawdust. And do I have any barrel? Yeah. And let me put down 2 barrel and prove to you that I really derp on that one. If I take sawdust and I fill this oak barrel, I'm composting and making dirt. If I take this wood pulp and right click on this, nothing happens. Absolutely nothing at all. So I went into wood pulp and I looked into it, and I could craft some amazing paper or some carton, whatever that's used for. Not very much, as you can see. Or I can make water biomass with camouflage paneling, or I don't know what that is. And I could be making some letters. So, really not useful. And I'm the proud owner now of 836 stacks of not useful at all. So I gotta stop these as soon as possible, and I have to concentrate on the oak sapling, because the oak sapling are really the only thing that converts to sawdust that converts then to dirt. So let's go upstairs and let's shut down our farm. What I'm going to do to shut down the farm very easily, I'm going to remove the stone hatchet and I'm going to empty all this and unlock them all and fill them with oak sapling and relock them back. And then I'm just going to go around. Oh, not. Don't remove the torches. Whatever you do, don't remove the torch. And I'm going to remove all of the dark oak sapling and all of the jungle sapling so that we start producing the right kind of tree and only the right kind of trees. So let me get rid of all of this quickly, as quickly as I can. And do I not have my magnet on? Oh, my magnet is out of power, so that would explain why it's not grabbing everything. But it doesn't really matter. Let me just get rid of this. And technically, I could let it continue making these trees and replacing them as we go. But as you can see on the ground, I already have way too much of these, and I'm never going to be able to do anything with them. So I might as well just get them out of the way. And I'm almost done with this farm. And I'm done. Perfect. So let's put back the stone hatchet into it. Oh no, I'm not done. I still have this here. And I don't really care about what's falling on the ground. Like, I'm picking some stuff up, but most of the stuff I don't care about. Then I'm going to come back to this one. I'm going to unlock both of these, and I'm going to replace them with some oak sapling again and lock them back down. And again, I'm going to do the same thing and just remove all of the birch sapling that I have in here. And I'm going to lose a lot of the saplings, but you saw it's 100 of each, so it doesn't really matter how many we lose. We already have more than enough to complete the quest. And like this. And now the farm, the wood farm is fixed. And now we should only be getting oak wood, which is the only thing we need. Which means that we're going to need a lot more wood pulp, and we're going to want to create a lot more of the pulverizers. So let me also take this out. No, not with this. And this out. And that out. And absolutely not take this away. And, oh, I need to pick up my machine because these are still expensive. I don't want to lose them. Okay. Perfect. So now I have it. So now I'll be able to fix my mistake. And to fix my mistake, I'm also going to make things cleaner. So I'm going to start cooking some resource for the next part of this episode, and we're going to come back to fixing this a bit later. Now at least it's concentrating on the right resource. The next part of this episode is I want to get ready to kill the Ender Dragon. We have time to waste because we're waiting on titanium, but I'm out of meshes again. This is crazy. Let me just resolve this once and, well, not once and for all, but make sure that it won't affect me quite as much anymore. So let's come in here and I'll throw all of these in this system right here. I'll keep the oak barrel in here and let's make a crap ton of mesh. So mesh are made out of iron bars. So I'll make a couple of stacks of this and I'll make more than 32 of these. I'm just going to make sure that it's completely full. Another thing that I'm going to do today is also fix this resource operation, because if you see, I only have 2 titanium and it's getting full on the other resource. So I'm going to make another auto compressor. So here we go. So now instead of 32 stacks, we can have 1248. I'm not going to make 1248. And why am I moving here? I'm going to do it the smart way. I'm going to use this and make mesh this way so that I can directly pump them in. So I'm going to max fill my inventory, click it in, and do it again. It's going to be a rinse and repeat operation. But hopefully I can do 10 more episodes without ever having to worry about this again. And you know what? Let's exaggerate it a bit more. Because, like I said, I don't want to have this problem again. Because resources are very important to us finishing this playthrough. And I'm really serious about finishing the playthrough. Crafting, perfect. Sorry, I just derped there and clicked the wrong thing. I should have noticed that I was not in the standard interface. And let's go with this. Perfect. So this is done. No more worries here. We should get enough mesh in here. This, all the stacks of 64. Well, I'm just going to grab everything at this point. I just want to empty it. And just while we're waiting around, let's put some of these in. Copper, copper, copper. Yeah, some more copper here. And the gold is done. Let's put some iron in. Oh, iron instead. And we'll just throw a couple of resource more in this as we go. Okay, so the next part of this episode is getting ready for the... Oh, not this. We're getting ready for the Ender Dragon. And to get ready for the Ender Dragon, we need some better weapon and we need some better armor. If you remember, guys, I made this dark steel armor at the beginning, and I used it a little bit, but I haven't been using it because it's breaking, and the dark steel is so expensive. But there's a solution for that. I actually did some research and found something amazing. It's called the Repairer from Actually Edition. We're going to craft this. This repairs everything just using RF. It is probably one of the most underrated OP thing in this pack because my dark steel armor now is going to live forever. So we're going to need 2 basic coil. We're going to need an ender casing, which is made from empowered diamantine crystal, and yeah, that's what I thought. We crafted some. We crafted more than we needed the last time, so we should be able to craft this ender casing like so. And now we need 4 empowered diamantine, and we need some empowered Inari Crystal. So let's make some iron block, and we're going to make 2 iron block to make the empowered Inari Crystal. And we're going to make the 4 diamantine, empowered diamantine, which is made from diamond block. 1, 2, 3, 4. And now let's just do a research for empowered so that we can find exactly what we need. For the empowered Inari Crystal, we need 2 snowball, 2 button, 2 cobblestone, 2 great eyes. So 2 snowball. I'm just going to try moving things around so that it makes more sense. 2 snowball, 2 button. Oh, I only have 1. Let's craft another one that should not be that hard. 2 cobblestone. Cobblestone, 1, 2. And for the last part, we need gray dye. Gray dye. And that's crafted in stack of 2. So here we go. For the diamantine, so let's search empowered. Oh, to be fair, I know this recipe by heart. We've done it so many times. So 2 small clay twice, so that's why I took 4. 2 clay, and we need the cyan, light cyan. Can I get to it without? No, that's what I thought I was going to do. So light cyan dye, light blue dye, sorry. So this, like this. Let's go back in here. Oh, first to the empowerer. And don't forget to remove the disenchanting lens, because if you do forget to remove the disenchanting lens, it just won't work. And I have the Inari Crystal and the diamantine. So let's start with the Inari Crystal. So snowballs. Oh wait, snowballs followed by clay, and here we're going to say button followed by the small clay. In this one we're going to say cobblestone followed by small clay again, and in this one we're going to say gray dye followed by light blue dye. And now we're just going to have to wait a little bit for this, because I didn't put a hopper above or under it, which means it's not doing them all in a row. Let me check quickly what I have in here. Do I have some energy cable? I don't have the lower tier energy cable anymore. So let's put the next one in. Let's move this, and while we're waiting, let's go back here, and I'll put the disenchantment lens back on this because I don't want to lose it. So while we're waiting for this, we're also going to be enchanting our boomerang. So to enchant our boomerang, we need an enchantment table, like so. And we need to be able to get to 30 level. So what we're going to do for that is we're going to craft some magical wood. And for the magical wood, we're going to need some bookcase. And I'm going to want 12 bookcase. I know that 6 is technically the maximum for the enchantment, but in my other playthrough, I wasn't able to get the Bladerang 5 or the Zoomerang 3 without having 12 of the magical wood. So let me get some gold ingot like this. I'm going to need 12. And let me get also some experience. I'm going to get the bottle of enchanting because I'm just tired of having those. Oh, I'm tired of having those, and I'm going to not craft those anymore. So might as well use them to get rid of them. And I'm going to throw this in the system right here. And what is this? Broken copper. I don't need the broken copper anymore. This should stack with that. Let's put some broken ardite. This is never going to change again. I'm just going to wait long enough to do this. Perfect. And now we have a crafting table. We're going to put these in the crafting table and oh, I have no experience. The only problem with the super bottle of enchanting is that you can't shift right click them in a pile. You have to actually throw them on the ground, and it actually goes faster by right clicking like crazy. Unless you're really not good at right clicking, that's what makes it faster. So I'm gonna grab, oh, I only have enough XP for 6. Let's continue madly clicking away. And how many can I make now? That, oh, I'm missing 1. I'm missing 2 level of experience. Perfect, like this. And we're good. Okay, and then we're going to go back here and craft the next item. Sorry, the empowered diamantine. Oh, and this is gonna go in my farm. No, whew, I grabbed it. It didn't go in my chicken farm upstairs. The other thing that we're going to do is I'm going to remove the empowerer from here, the atomic reconstructor. And the reason I'm going to remove it from here is that with this 640 cable, it's not going to recharge fast enough for my taste. So do I have all parts? Yeah, I'm just going to put it here. And the reason I'm going to put it here is that we might need to do a lot more disenchanting than I would like to. But as you guys all know, enchantments are purely luck based. And we might have to do a lot of disenchanting to get the enchantments that we want. So I'm going to take this and place it right here, just so that we're close enough. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 1. And we'll put the enchantment table right here. And let's make sure that everything stays lighted up properly. And now I can start enchanting my boomerang, because I'm going to have to enchant it until I get the enchantments that I want. And I'm going to make sure that I always have 30 level on me. Oh, you shouldn't be moving while doing this. That's another problem with this type of enchantments, because if you're moving, you might not get the full level of experience. And I'm going to get 31 level so that I can always make the max enchantment if I want to, but that I'm able to also do a level 1 just to clear the system if I want to. So let me get some books like this. And I need the books for the, actually for the disenchantment, not for the enchantment. And let's get some lapis. Those are actually for the enchantments. And now that we have that, let's just go replace another diamantine block in here. And let's go to this system and we'll start doing it one at a time. And hopefully we get lucky and this doesn't take too long. So boomerang in there, and I have a bladerang 1 or a non-breaking 3 or a flush. This is a no level, so let's just grab that to flush it. What's my next option? My next option is kaboomerang 2, bladerang 2, or a flush. So let's flush again. Bladerang 1, zoomerang 1, XP boost 1. This is none of those that I want. So you see, now I have no choice. I need to put an enchantment on and just disenchant it. And I can start again. So I'm going to put this in. Kaboomerang 2. And why am I only getting to 20? I was sure that 12 would be plenty enough to get to the max level of enchantment. What are the other options? This is a no enchantment. So again, level 20. Is there something wrong on how I placed my Magical wood? I really don't understand. I thought I would be able to reach 30 for sure with only these enchant power 2.5. So 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 times 2.5 or 6 times 5, that's 30. I should have more than enough to get to level 30. So let's just check again. That's going to be a... Oh, no, Bladerang 1 is not enough. Let's go disenchant that again and try one more time. And if we don't have a level... And if we don't have a level 30 enchantment, I'm going to just craft some more magical wood because they're cheap enough. So I'm getting to 22, so I might just be unlucky. And that's a Bladerang 3, Kaboomerang, and a Bladerang 1. Let's grab this one again, and let's get rid of it. And I don't know if you remember, but in the last episode, this was taking a long time to fill up. But now that it's with the steam turbine and with these at 5,000 RF, it goes super fast. So hopefully give me a level... And level... So, too bad. I'm just going to make some more magical wood because right now I'm really not sure that this is giving me the max power and I'm getting annoyed. I don't want to waste so much time on... I grabbed for 2, not for 4. So, multiple derps this episode. I thought I was good. Let's get some more clay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's get some more of the other type of clay. 1, 2. Let's get some light blue dye, like this. And let's get some bookshelf. Bookshelves, and let's just add, I don't know, 1. Let's just add a couple more. Let's just add 6 more because I really don't want this to be a problem. And at this point, I prefer investing more resource than not getting what I actually want. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh. What is this? I don't know what I clicked, but it doubled the amount I have in here. So 6 times 4, 24. So we should be good enough to transform the bookshelf into magical wood. Perfect. And let's go fill up all of these again so that we can move on with the creation of our diamantine block so that we can get our repairer. And this, and perfect. Okay, and now let's continue with enchanting. But let's make sure that we have 30 level, because if we don't have 30 level and we get the one we want, we'll be sad. Oh, this is so long. So the solidified experience is really the best one to use. Oh, let's add our magical wood first. And now, please tell us we have enough. 30, perfect. But of course, the first one we get is Boomerang. It's not a bad one, it's just not the one that I want to use. But you know what? I want to grab it once, so I'll put it in a book, so that if we ever decide to use it, we can have it. And the reason it's not necessarily the one I want, yes, it does more damage to the mobs, but my problem... Oh, there's also an XP boost 3 on it. That's actually really good, because that's one of the enchantments I would like to put on the Boomerang at the end. Sorry. So, the Boomerang, the reason I'm not super glad with that one is that the Boomerang and Bladerang 3, awesome! That's exactly what I wanted. Sorry, I just got so excited when I saw it. So the reason the Boomerang it might not necessarily be good is that if you're in a situation where the mob are coming toward you, getting them on fire to then hit you and put you on fire is not necessarily the best of things that can happen to you. And there's another one on it. There was a Kaboomerang 3 also. So this one got a Bladerang 5 and it, wow. This one's just epic. But now I'm only missing the one last enchant that I want, which is Zoomerang. And Zoomerang is super important because 1, it makes it go way faster. And 2, guys, look at my screen and look at my level of experience. I just did a 30 level of experience enchantment with 31 level, and it used only 1 level. So I'm going to call this bugged, and the only reason I'm not going to matter about it is that I have so much enchantment bottles that it doesn't really matter. But that is super broken. I have no idea why it did that. So sorry. The reason I won't put Kaboomerang on it is that Kaboomerang will actually can break the items that are being dropped. Is it me? Like, please leave a comment if you know. Is it possible that the magical wood is actually making it use less experience? Because I'm still at 38 level of experience after doing a level 6 enchantment. So I'm really not understanding what's going on. And again, that's my problem with enchantment. How many times am I going to have to do that? And I don't know if it was also another bug, but when I put in breaking on the magical boomerang, I was never able to take it off on my other playthrough, and I had to craft another magical boomerang. So I'm going to use the XP boost because that one, I know I can remove it. And again, it's not using all of the levels that it's supposed to use. So I really don't understand what's happening level-wise here. Oh, Boomerang. It's a 30 level enchantment, which I don't know why, but what it actually does is that it collects your harvest. Like, I don't know why you would actually like to put that in. And I have a Zoomerang too. Let's grab the Zoomerang too. But you could actually use your Boomerang to harvest your wheat field or stuff like that. So it's actually a funny enchantment, just a useless one in my mind. And now we're going to be out of books, so let's hope that the next enchant is the one that we want. And Blade Rank 5 again, Kaboomerang 1, Blade Rank 1. So no, it's not none of the enchants that we want. So let's go craft some more book, and while we're passing by that, let's just grab this one and replace it with the next one. And so we're going to be ready for our item repairer now. But in the meantime, I don't want this one. Boomerang, I don't want it. Bladerang 1. XP Boost 3, I'm going to keep one of them. Kaboomerang 3, I don't want to use it because a Kaboomerang can actually break the drop, and I want to keep the drop. Bladerang 5, Bladerang 1, Bladerang 1, Bladerang 1 again. XP Boost 1. So I'm going to keep the Zoomerang 2 because if we don't get the Zoomerang 3 soon, I might just stop, not waste so much time on this. So I need some more books. And they're very easy to craft now that we have the cows giving us a ton of leather. Sorry, my English pronunciation was really bad there. And if you guys didn't know, for French people, the H sound is a really hard one to get right. We'll tend to put some H, not the necessarily, but the hospital. We'll tend to put an H where we don't need to put it. Like a good example of this is some people will pronounce hall. All of us are going to go to the store. No, it's all of us are going to go to the store. But it's something that due to French and how all of the pronunciation in French is, it's just sometimes easier to do it this way. And again, not the enchantment that I want. Let's just grab the Bladerang one. Let's get rid of the book. And I'm going to do this 4 or 5 more times, and that's it. And if not, we'll just put the Zoomerang 1 and we'll live with it. Zoomerang 2. Wait. Zoomerang 2 with level requirement of 30. I thought I could get Zoomerang 3. You know what? I don't know why I'm not getting Zoomerang 3. In worst case scenario, I could disenchant this and spend some time in a time lapse later. So I'm going to say that Zoomerang 2 is good enough for now, and I'm going to go make a very good magical boomerang right now. So let's go upstairs. Let's come right here. Let's put that in here with the Bladerang, the Bladerang 5 and enchant it, and the XP Boost 3 and enchant it, and the Zoomerang 2 and enchant it. And now I want to show you this beauty. Remember these mobs that I've been keeping in a hole that I don't want? Well, first let's grab some spike because I did have some iron spike made from earlier, and now let's just kill all of them. And look at how fast I can spam click this, and look at how fast they're dying. I don't even know what hurt me there. Maybe a mob had torn on, but anyway. So I can just spam click and kill mobs so quickly. You see the drops coming back. You see how fast I'm killing them. Like, this is, I find, one of the most ultimate weapon you can get in the game. We're also going to try and craft the better Tinker Sword, but we might not have time for this episode. And anyway, I don't really want to kill the Ender Dragon with a sword. I want to be able to use the boomerang from away. So, will this not let me put... Come on! I don't know what that spirit mob thing is. If any of you know, please let me know in the comment. So, I don't know what those spirits are for, and you have to wait for them to despawn because I found no way of killing them. And by doing that, I'll never have a mob coming through this way alive. So let me get rid of all of this, and lapis, this, the enchantments. Let's put the empowered stuff in there. And now let's craft our, what was it called? Let's craft our repairer. So repairer like this. First we're going to need the, to break one of the Inari like this, and then we should be able to craft it. And now that we've crafted it, let's grab our armor. And as you can see by the blue line, all of our armor got damaged a little bit. But that's not a problem for the item repairer, because we're going to put the item repairer right here, and I'm going to show you how it works. You put it in and exchange RF for durability, and it fixes it. If you look at the durability on this one, it's at 512, and if I mouse over, you see it going up to 525. Repaired. Let's put that one now. Repaired, and let's put that one now repaired. So I don't mind using my dark steel armor anymore, because that's how easy it's going to be to repair it. So since I'm never going to lose our dark steel armor, now it's worth it to me to fully empower it by putting all of the upgrades on it that I want. And I don't want all of them, because some of them, to be honest, they just annoy me. So we're going to need some octadic capacitor, but we're going to need to create some more alloy for that. So let's see, I only have 29. So let's grab some gold, a stack, redstone, and glowstone. So redstone and glowstone. And let's start making a stack of alloy like this. Oh, like this. And while we're waiting for this, let's look at what we want to put in it. I want to put the glider wing, so let's craft a glider wing. Glider wing. So glider wing are made of 2 glider wing like this, and we have enough dark steel, because if you remember one of the last episodes, I crafted some. So I'm going to put the glider wing on this, the octadic capacitor, and that's it for now. We don't have any elytra yet. We haven't went to the end, and I'm not getting into the apiarist B thing. On this, we're going to want jump, and we can put 3 level of jump, so let's craft 3 piston. Piston, oh, I already have 1, just let's craft 3 more, because I don't want to use the 1 in case I need it for a recipe. And if I have any lily pad, oh yeah, I do have 1, so we'll put flipper on it, so that if we get in water, we can swim, although we're on a dry planet, so I don't know, other than the last episode with the Gardian, when that would happen. Okay, I want some potion of swiftness, because speed is good. So let's craft a brewing stand, sorry. And let's grab some bottles. I'm going to need 3 bottles, because again, that's one that we can do 3 level. Let's just grab the enchanting bottle, because we're going to need them anyway. For a swiftness, it's sugar, if I remember correctly. So I'm going to need 1 sugar, and all potions require nether warts. So let's grab a nether wart, and I had a water barrel, and oh, when I broke it, it probably went in here. Yeah, perfect. So I have a water barrel right in there, so I can fill my 3 bottles. I'm just going to put the brewing stand down right next to this, and like this, and nether wart. And I always forget that now the brewing stand takes some blaze powder like so. I'm not, like, I do understand, I think the potions were OP, and that's actually making the potion more balanced, but it's a bit annoying when you don't want to have to deal with it. So pistons and lily pad. On the shirt, gliders and octadic. On the shoes, potion of swiftness, we're crafting 3 now. On the head, we can make the note block for sound locator. I'll be honest, I've never really used a sound locator. I couldn't figure it out, and I didn't want to waste time on that. Night vision, I really don't like. Maybe it would be good for a series, where you're showing things on YouTube, but I really don't like it, so I'm not going to make it. And the solar one is basically something to recharge your armor. Maybe that would be useful, and I think I'll just put one on it for the heck of it. What's it called? Voltaic cell. If I can craft one easily, I'll put one on it for the heck of saying that we have it. But I'm not super excited about having this. Because like there's 3 level of it, so you have to craft a photovoltaic cell and then an advance. And if you look at the advance, it's 2 double layer capacitor and vibrant alloy. And the vibrant one, the 3rd level, is 3 of them in an ender crystal, which is just, maybe we'll make it at some point. But again, my whole series is based on trying to do the least amount of things that we need to complete our quest. So while we're waiting for the collection quest, we might get into some more complicated stuff, and I'll try to tag the episodes appropriately so that you guys know what's going to be part of. Whoa. Where did that come from? Sorry, like I went on a tangent, but this is emptying, no problem. Let me throw this in here. It didn't get created from here, and it can't have come from this because this is pretty much empty. And that was just like a fluke weird thing. I don't know where that one came from, but oh well, we got another crystal that I don't really care about. Sorry. So let's get the potion. And now we have everything that I want to put on my armor to make it as epic as possible. So let's go upstairs here and let's start doing it. So on this one, we're going to put the photovoltaic cell. On the legging, we're going to put some potion of swiftness. So the first level is like this. Then you put another one again for the second level. And, and we're down another anvil. These things break so easily. Anvil, I'm going to have to craft another one. So 3 blocks of iron, 1, 2, 3. And like this. And I'm just going to put it downstairs this time because I don't want to go back upstairs. So sorry, so now the 3rd potion of swiftness like this. So this is maxed out on speed. This is maxed out on the things that, well, no, it's not maxed out at all, but everything I want to put on is on. And now I'm out of enchantment, of levels. So let's just grab a couple more bottles like this. And I'm just going to get the whole stack because we know we're enchanting a couple of things. And the anvil's not broken, and that one actually costs you the level it's supposed to cost. So, flipper on, and then 1 piston, and then a 2nd piston, and I have 8 level. Is it enough? Yes! And then a 3rd piston, and now let's get the glider wing on our chest. And then I'm going to show you how I find the armor amazing in the end. So let's put the glider wing on this, and perfect. So now we need to recharge this, so let's come right here and recharge it. Like this. Oh, no, like this. Oh, it is already recharged because we never put the octadic capacitor on it. So let's check for our octadic capacitor, ender pearls, like this, and we're going to start making some octadic capacitor. Can I make some octadic capacitor already, or do I not have enough? So I'm going to want to craft 4 of them. So I'm going to need 8 double layer, and for 8 double layer, I'm going to need 16 single. So let's craft, oh, no, let's craft only 14 because I already have one up here. And these are the kind of thing I don't like overcrafting because they're so expensive. So 6, 7, and 8 were good. And now the octadic, how many can I make? Not even a single one. And if I wait for one more, I'll be able to make 2. So I'll at least be able to upgrade 2 of my items. So 1, 2. And let's go to the anvil right here. And these cost a lot. So I better level up some more. I don't remember. I think they cost actually 20 or 24 something level, which is why we had stopped the last time. We were low on resource, and these were also expensive to put on. So I'll do my chest plate first, like this, and then I'll do my boots second, like this. Oh, they're only 12 level. I wonder if these were not changed. Like, it feels to me that they're different than they were before, because if I remember, they were way more expensive. And I shouldn't be moving while I'm doing this. Some more ender pearl. to craft some more of these, and that should give me another octadic capacitor like this. Let's just put it on my pants right now. Perfect. And let's recharge that also. So this is fully recharged 1 million, fully recharged 1 million. Let's recharge the pants now. And is that one empowered 4? Yeah, and this one empowered 4. Okay, so that's the maximum. I thought there was another level. I was like, really? Are you kidding me? And now we're just waiting for the last octadic capacitor, which we're going to get right now, and we're going to have pretty much a maxed out armor. So I can't say fully maxed out because there are some things we haven't put on that I don't really want, but for what we want, it's going to be maxed out. And that's so weird. These fell but didn't go into the chest there, probably because it's full. We're going to recharge that, and once that's fully recharged, we're just going to grab it. Are these producing any power? Yeah, just slowly. Okay. So let's just have this recharge, and I'm kind of find it curious what's happening here. I don't want to wait for it. Let's just go in here and put it in that one right here. And that's going to recharge supposedly much faster. And yeah, it is. And I'm going to go and show you how amazing this armor is. And I'm going to recharge that while waiting. So first, let's go in the options, because the not the jetpack, the glider, you have to activate them with a control. So if we go down here, we're going to find the dark steel armor right here, and the glider. Oh, and my other playthrough I already did it, so I put it on apostrophe. So let's go up here, and now if you look, I can jump like this. Okay, so that's not so high, but look. If I double hit, I can double jump. If I triple it, I can triple jump. Did you see how high this went? So I'm going to get on top of this tree, triple jump, and I'm on top of this tree. And if I go high, look, I'm gliding. And if I hold shift, I go back down to the ground faster. And also, look how fast I can go now. So that's how fast I can travel around the world now. So the speed boost, everything on it, it's just amazing. And the solar is recharging, but I don't think it's having much of an impact. It's just recharging a little bit so that we have to put it in the recharger less often. So let's get rid of this, and I only have how many? So I'm done with Enchanting Bottle. So let's just grab all of those, and I'm going to have to set up an Ender IO experience obelisk at some point. It's just not an emergency for now. This is still recharging. I'm going to leave it in there for recharging for now. So now we have a super good boomerang, which is super fast and goes further because the Zoomerang level 2 is making it go further and go faster. It's going to give us more XP, and it's got a lot more damage. As you saw, it kills mobs so much faster. And now we have to start looking at the Tinker weapon. But that one I'm not going to craft right now because I really want to ask your opinion, guys. I already have this one right here that I made for beheading, but now that I have the heads that I want, I really don't care for beheading anymore. And I've never been quite sure which one I prefer. So if we look at the rapier, we can have the steel rapier at 4.3 attack damage, or the demonic rapier at 5.54 at attack damage. And if I look in the list, I don't think any of them have more than 5.54. I think that's 5.8 Meniyulin. I completely forgot about Meniyulin. So 5.8 for Meniyulin. Let me just do one last check to make sure that Meniyulin is the highest one for attack damage. 4.3, 1.99, 4.85 for Magma Slime, 5.8 for Meniyulin. So it's really Meniyulin the best one. So now there's the rapier, but let's just do a search on Meniyulin. So if we craft a standard broadsword, we can have 10.72 base attack damage. The rapier is 11.14, and it's I'm not sure it's faster. 1.4. I never remember if 1.4 means that it goes faster or slower. And then the rapier is 3 attack speed and 5.8 damage. So we absolutely don't want the rapier. It's between a long sword and a broadsword. Or what's the cleaver? Oh, the cleaver's 18.2 damage. 18.2 versus 10.72 or 11.4. So that's really the question I'm asking. Is it better to get a Manulin cleaver and put some speed upgrade on it? Or is it better to get a Manulin broadsword, because 1.6 versus zero point 0.7 is much better, and put some max attack damage on it with quartz? I really want to have your opinion, but I know for sure that I'm going to be using Manulin. I'd also like to see in the comments, I'd like to see what you guys think are the best things to put on a weapon. Do I straight up... Oh, sorry. Do I straight up just put a crap ton of damage? Or is it actually better to use different modifier? Like, do I make it fully out of Manulin? Or do I go and put some... what do I call it? Do I put some... wow, a blank. Do I put like a copper rod, because a copper rod has a well-established feature, if I remember correctly? Let me just check. Copper tool rod on the second page. The copper tough tool rod puts the well-established feature on it. Like, there are multiple multiplier, and I'm feeling like I want to make my Thinker sword a subscriber built weapon. So if you could all comment on what you think are the best modifier and what would make the best, strongest weapon, I would love to build one based on your feedback. Like, I think it's something that would actually be cool. Maybe not to you guys, but to me, the idea of having all of you subscriber as a community and commenting on the video and actually being able to participate in how to make this playthrough better is one of the best Minecraft experience I have had to date, which is why I take a lot of time answering every single comment. I will either like, love, or comment on every single comment that I put, because I really feel that this is a community, and I really feel that the interaction is making it better for me and hopefully better for you guys. So, like I said, we now have a better range weapon, we have a better armor, and I feel better equipped to go kill the end dragon. So in between this episode and the next one, I'm going to make a time lapse, and the time lapse is going to be fully dedicated to the dirt farm. I'm really going to take all of these down and put some barrel down here and try to max my production. I'm probably even going to be producing 1 or 2 more pulverizer depending on how many woods are coming through. See, I have 64 stack, so I can't afford to put more pulverizer, but I'll put this down in a cleaner manner so that it's not like up here unviewable that you have to try and fly to see above. I'm going to make it proper use on the ground. I'm probably going to do one test. I've been itching to do that test where I've been wondering if you can, I don't like the word cheat, but cheat in some way. This is what I've been wanting to try. If I put a barrel up above and I set it to both in and out. Oh wow, it does work. It is composting. So you can insert and extract. So with these limited item conduit, I can make all of this 2-layer to maximize my barrel per item conduit. I might need to put some more speed upgrade on the item conduit extract to make sure that it's pushing things fast enough, but it's really worth it. So in the next time lapse, I'm going to be filling this 2-level high, going down here. I'm probably going to drop the floor down because obviously this is not going to be clean if I can't go above it. I'm probably going to drop it like I did for this one, and I'm going to max this with dirt barrel because I'm really dead serious on completing the dirt quest. And I'm also going to set up a second set of barrels on the other side for my Woot mob farm. Oh, nope, that's not what I wanted to do. I was actually trying to jump over to get to my Woot mob farm here because this is producing a lot of beef and I want to use the beef at 5 per dirt. Let me just quickly take a look at all of the Woot mob farm. This is going on well. I might be able to turn that one off soon. Let's look at this one, and oh, ooh, that's bad. So I'm not getting any XP booster card, but that might actually be because I'm not emptying it often enough. So I'm going to make sure that this gets emptied. So in the time lapse, I'm probably going to do the dirt farm. Once the dirt farm is done, I'm going to get the dirt farm with the beef, and I'm going to address the dirt farm 2.0. I think that I found a solution that I like. So I'm just going to do one little bit more of testing, and if it's good, I'm going to show you in the next episode what I do with the Dirt 2.0 farm, and we're going to go to the end to kill the Ender Dragon for multiple reasons. One of them is that I want Biotite, and I want to be able to say that I killed the Ender Dragon. So guys, next episode, quick time lapse, followed right after with the episode where we're going to go to the end, and I'm hoping that in between there, I'm going to have a ton of comment about the best Tinker weapon. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye now!